You know we haven't critiqued an Iroko movie in some time, right?
So, I don't see how that's our business.
Hi everyone, welcome to Iroko Critic.
Critics with receipts.
I'm Mrs. Critic.
And I'm Mr. Critic.
And today we'll be reviewing Mine.
Mine is about Mimi, who is engaged to a douchebag, and Bailey, who is at an interesting point in his dating life, and they meet in a club.
This film. We had already discussed that we were going to replace Picture Perfect in our Hall of Fame with this film, and then the last 30 minutes happened.
Calm down. Let's do the good first. So I listened to this podcast called the Naija Filmmaker podcast, and it's a podcast where the host, Sele Got, has interesting conversations with Nollywood filmmakers, and that's where I heard about Belinda Yanga for the first time. And aside from juicy gossip,
I was so angry, I was so hurt.
One thing that was apparent was her desire for more subtlety in acting.
Tone it down. I know that this is not what other directors ask of you. I know that when you go on other set, they'll tell you are not acting. But on my own set, you are overacting. You're not on stage. It's ugly on camera.
I'm just here for the violence.
As soon as I spotted her name on the cover of the poster, I told Mrs. C, we have to see this film. How did she do, Mrs. C?
She was absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
And yes, she delivers.
Oh, you're good.
Not only is she subtle with her acting, her co-lead is forced to mirror her subtle performance. And although he's not as strong as Belinda, it was close enough for the chemistry to work. Every time Belinda is on screen, she's probably going to make you smile. And later in the film, when she's not in it as much, the film will...
Calm down, Mrs. C. Not yet. The writing in this is exceptional. So often in our movies, we skip the minutiae in life to focus on bombastic plot points. But this film refreshingly does the opposite. Most of this film can be described as, you know when people go on dates in movies and we watch them get closer as a result, but all through a montage, they play pool or table football. Most of this film is that montage. The film is mostly about two people falling for each other during a date, and it works so well until the last third of the movie when it starts to undo some of its
Calm down,
work.
Mr. C, not yet.
The directing is also good. There were points where the camera was used to enhance the storytelling, which I appreciated.
Why are you talking like this?
Nothing.
Do you want to talk about the last 30 minutes?
Yes, I do. I kind of really do. I want to talk about it so much. I want to talk about it now.
Is that why you're... Oh, for God's sakes, fine, but let me do this first. If you want to watch this film, when you get to this point in the film, just skip to this point in the film. Not only will you save yourself 25 minutes, you will watch a better film with less inconsistencies. Alright, Mr. C, so do you want to talk about when Mimi's fiancé was FaceTiming with a professional camera lens and without using his hands?
Nope.
Okay. What about the technical issues with sound and background noise?
Nope. I would have forgiven all of that, because the fact that almost every Nigerian movie, including the Netflix originals, seem to struggle with sound. I'm not expecting sound perfection from Iroko TV, home of the refugees.
The color of my skin. I am sorry, I know nothing about her death.
You know what? You do it, Mrs. C. Because I don't think I can do this. I'm getting too emotional. My blood is really hot.
I go come on just now.
Just tell them everything though. Tell them everything.
Alright, calm down, Mr. C, I will. The last third of this movie, right? Specifically the time on screen is...
I don't want you to take this the hard way.
It's bad. It's kind of bad. I mean, it's redundant. It doesn't add anything to the movie and it creates inconsistencies. It doesn't tell us anything we didn't already know. And the group we're hanging out with this time, they're just not as engaging or as good as the acting of the earlier group. The scenes are longer, they just drag. The blocking or positioning in the car becomes more awkward and less natural. I mean, just skip this part if you want to enjoy it, because the first 58 minutes, really good. Really good.
So good. So good.
Are you done?
Done.
Did you tell them about the waste
Yes,
of...
yes, told them everything.
Okay. So overall, we recommend most of this movie, especially if you like watching love movies. This film had potential, and in some ways it's the closest thing to the Before series by Richard Linklater. It is dialogue heavy, but it is really well acted for the most part. So give it a watch if you're able to. And if you've seen it, let us know what you thought about it in the comments.
I love it.
I hate it already.
Alright, just before we go, we want to give a shout out to one of our faves, Audie from Audie TV.
My name is Audie and this is Audie TV.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Audie. We hope you have a good one, and if you haven't, check out her channel.
It's fantastic. It's great.
And she's a fine kid. Hashtag just saying.
Wow, okay, yes. Alright.
Alright guys, that's it from us today. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. And subscribe if you're here to stay. Until next Sunday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
For everyone that walks from your right to my left, I plant a kiss on your cheek. Huh?
Okay.
For everyone that walks from my left to your right, you plant a kiss right here.
What's that?
Game.